Getting a tiny bit of solar out here right now, and my batteries are at 100%. And this little one right here shows you if there's a surplus of power or if the system's getting drained. So right now it says it's getting drained by 10 to 13 watts, but yet there's still some coming in that's being used by my van. We are away from any internet connection over here by the Bay of Fundy in St. Martin's, New Brunswick, and I've been uploading videos for the last couple of hours. Thank you to that sweet little dish on the top of my van. My setup is pretty temporary. I got one wire coming in to here, plugged into that unit's plugged into my inverter, and this is just connected via my Starlink Wi-Fi, which comes from this thing in the entire van. And right now my videos, it's my third video uploading right now, and they're going up on average about 45 minutes to an hour per video on the upload. The download speeds on Starlink are crazy fast. Like I'm getting like 150, 160, 180 megabytes on the download. Me, I do more uploading than downloading. Super impressive though. Come on, man. I'm way out here. This is insane. How's that for a view to wake up to in the morning? So we slept right here at a lighthouse, and the light from the lighthouse beamed right through this van all night long. Every time it turned around, you could see it go all across my kitchen here. It was such a cool thing to look at when you went to bed at night. Good morning, everybody. We are in St. Martin's, New Brunswick. In the last video, I told you there was a little town out here that made me look at land the very first time back in 2019. I had one place I traveled that gave me that little thought. That thought about buying land is long gone now. That's not going to happen. But that was this little place here of St. Martin's. It was the oceanfront communities, and just the people were just amazing. Oh, wow. You see way over there on the point right there? That's the lighthouse that we slept at. Right there. Not a bad place to pull over and make a little coffee this morning. When you have the opportunity to travel around the world, or even the country that you live in, or even the countryside in the town that you're currently in now, little things inspire you to do or think or want different things in life. And when I hit this little town in 2019, it literally made me pause for a minute and actually think about buying a cute little piece of land by the ocean where I could park my van on. Take a look at this place. Man, this is one of those kind of places that make you just want to slow down and breathe for a minute. But like anything else in life, in my world, those thoughts come and those thoughts go. You know me, I can't slow down. Life's more fun on the move. Originally this morning, I was gonna drive up the Bay of Fundy Parkway, but it's closed. I'm up a little too early and it's closed, and I didn't feel like waiting around for 3 more hours for it to open. But I gotta say something about New Brunswick. There are so many roads like that one that look so intriguing, wide enough for my van, but I'm not allowed to go down them. Like, way too many of these roads. They have an incredible amount of quad trails back here for you to take your ATVs on, and it's ridiculous. Like, these things actually have stop signs, directions to towns and everything else. Like, when I'm driving on the highway, you can see these parallel roads like this one winding along all the way down the side of the highway. And then when I come off the highway exit, the little quad trail has the same signs that we have on the big highway exits, but little baby ones on their road, so they know which way to go to this town, how many kilometers to this town. I want an ATV. Can I just say that this thing identifies as an ATV? I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. There's a lake right there, and everything around this lake is crown land, but all the roads that seem to go around it are ATV access only. Come on now. As much as that looks like fun, right there, it goes way down. Like that is a steep one. And my van's super heavy and this stuff's like loose rock. Aw, man, if I could. I just may not be able to get back out this way. Things always seem scarier until you get like into it, but I'm not in that mood this morning. Oh, beautiful. Things are definitely starting to change out here in New Brunswick. Things are starting to bloom. Looks like spring's kind of either here or coming. Pretty awesome out here, you guys. There's a pretty big fantasy feeling wrapped around having a lost cabin in the woods or a nice tiny home with a view of the water somewhere. I think that fantasy for me is beautiful. Would I love that? Absolutely. Would I probably get bored of that in 1 year and want to just get out of it? Yeah, probably. That's why van life for me is the 100% thing that I want and I need. I have a shop. I have a stationary place to go back to when I want in the winter time and do some work on some stuff and work on some projects. Speaking of projects, I broke my van. Oh yeah, there's the mat I need for the van. Oh, so good. So I got these anti-fatigue mats. They're cushy. On the plus side is you'll never have to wash them, which means like these start to smell because cruise lies on them all the time, right? So, and they're hard to keep clean because we're going in and out of the van. So maybe doing a mat like that one will be like the answer. I just hope the inside of this foam is the same color as the outside because I have to cut the corner there. Right in there. Oh my gosh. Woo! I don't have to cut it. Oh, like it was meant to be. I thought I'd have to cut this corner. Looks like I only have to trim the edge on that one. Oh, am I ever excited about that? Okay, let's find out if this mat's down, if I can still open up that cupboard. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is perfect. So it looks like I only got to trim just a little bit off this edge. I may go in and buy one more. Okay, cutting this may go very poorly. We're just using a pair of scissors. Just gonna knock 1/4 of an inch off the end here. Well, it's cutting nice and easy. It's just foam. It's black on the inside too. Ah, this stuff is awesome. Okay, let's see. Doing projects like this in the parking, oh, my zipper's down. Doing projects like this in the parking lots of places that you're at are awesome. So if you ever need more supplies, you just got to go walk back inside. You don't have the same problem you had prior to living in a van or traveling full-time in a van where you had to drive all the way back home to realize, I need more parts, or I could use a second one of these. Super convenient. Oh, this is perfect, my friends. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Let's throw some stuff up in the bed here, make some more room. There's a lot of stuff on the ground in here. All right, this one's easy, no cutting involved. Just throw it on the ground. Oh, this is gonna be freaking awesome. So, think I'm gonna go in and buy one more. I like the idea that I don't gotta take these into the laundromat like every time I do laundry just to get all the stuff out of it. I like it that Cruz's dog hair is not gonna get stuck in it. And they look pretty decent. And they feel like heaven on the knees, my friends, heaven on the knees. I may buy another one for right there, so when I climb into the van, because I climb into the van on my knees, yeah, let's go do that. All right, this one here is going to take some finessing. I wonder if there's enough play. Oh, there is too. Oh my gosh, no finessing needed. Please just fit in there. Oh, it does too. Maybe a little bit underneath this corner here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it'd be nice if they butted up together. I don't know, guys. I think I might just leave it just the way this is without any cutting. It's actually sitting in here pretty good. I'm cool with that. It's actually sitting, I mean, it could be perfect, but I'm scared that cutting it is going to make it worse. Kind of sucks to cover up my nice pretty new floor, but now when I get into the van, oh yeah, and Mr. Cruzy's gonna like this a lot. So some things that have been happening. I feel so bad sometimes. Before, when my floor was soft, like just that material was just soft, Cruz had something to hold on to when I turned a corner. Now, well, my rugs that were on the floor, they used to move. And Cruz used to slide sometimes from the back of the van to the front of the van. And then he'd be trying to go from the bed into the front seat here. And I'd turn a corner and he would slide over to the door and you could feel his nails grabbing onto you could hear his nails grabbing onto the ground. I felt super, super, super bad. We fixed your problem, buddy. No more sliding all over the place. And these are the bags that I use inside of my portable, bathroom. I don't use these ones all the time, but I know if I'm going to be around people or somewhere where I can't dispose of my other bags, I'll buy these ones. And they're really expensive, so I don't use them very often. Like, this is $20 for 6 bags. They're insane. But having them on hand in times when you may be around people is a good idea. So you do your business in this bag, and there's a bathroom chemical inside the bag on the bottom. And then when you're done, you tie this bag, put it inside the Ziploc bag and zip it. And between these 2 bags contained together, you could leave this in your van and you wouldn't smell it. It's actually really, really, really awesome. I use these, I always like to keep these in here because you never know. Like you park by some friends and you have to use the washroom and you're not in the backcountry where you can't just go in the woods. And you want to do your business without the neighbors kind of having to hang out with it for the rest of the day. This is the way to go. Sucks to spend the money on them, but yeah. And I got myself a new shower bag. What I use for shower bags, believe it or not, is lunch kits. I always like the lunch kit because there's usually a pretty decent lining on the inside that's easier to keep clean. But the last one I was annoyed with it. So yeah, this one's cool because it has a little plastic liner in the bottom. So toothpaste, bring it on. All right, new shower bag. That's checked off my list. Bada boom. Okay, let's get this repair done. Take the water jugs out of here. So this cabinet is leaning outwards. It needs to be seriously secured. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my desk to wedge this cabinet against the wall. How are we going to do this? So my desktop's here. I'm actually just going to push it down to shove that cabinet. Stay. So the cabinet's back against the wall. This was like 3/4 of an inch away from that wall. So I'm gonna L bracket all along here. I don't know how we're gonna do this. So I think I'm gonna just double bracket it here and then drive some screws right through this thing into the bed frame, because that bed frame is edge to edge, so it's not moving anywhere. Because I don't know how far this goes before I lose anything to screw to. So here we still got the little brace there. So I might just double these, like 2 brackets side by side. Maybe overkill, but in these scenarios, overkill is better than underkill. Is that how you say it? Underkill? Because with the amount I beat my van up in the backcountry, the last thing I want is to see my home fall apart. I'm gonna take this one step farther here too. And I'm gonna secure all up inside this side of it. So I'm gonna put an L bracket there, there, and at the top too. These screws, they just kind of come unscrewed. This stuff happens all the time, man. You gotta be really be vigilant at keeping an eye on your van build. Boom and boom. Oh, this thing is solid now. Bring it on, backcountry, bring it on. I did this last time and it worked great to save some space. I stuck this whole container in one little skinny bag and squished her flat and it worked. The veggies stayed okay. And they just took up less room, which is great. One completely stuffed freezer, one nicely stocked fridge. This freezer will, a couple of days, it'll have some room in there, but right now she's pretty tight. Come on, reach, get it. We good? Oh, we're good. I am definitely having a super weird travel day. Sometimes I get these when I'm on the road where I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just drive and I think, well, maybe I'll go up this backcountry road, and then when I get there, something inside of me is like, I don't want to do this either. Then you get days where I'm like, I wanted to see people, and then 2 hours later, I hate people. I'm having one of those crazy days. But we're in a town that looks super cute. Maybe we'll go for a walk around here. We're in, see, I can't even speak today. We're in Sussex, New Brunswick. I'm just sitting here eating my oatmeal, and right over there's that green building. And I'm looking, I'm like, hold on a second, that place looks really familiar. I've been to this town before. I did laundry at that laundromat back in 2019 when I did my coast to coast trip. So in memory of that, I got laundry to do, so this is perfect. All right, laundry time. I remember this place because it was 24 hours and they had a bathroom, and I remember spot washing in this place. Anyway, guys, let's go take a look around, because just around this block here, it's pretty good. I could use a little of this in my day. Some craft beer. It says it's closed though. Who am I kidding? It's like 8:30 in the morning. I used to have one of those little bozo little punching things that got weights on the bottom. Total memory.
I think there's a big fantasy. Like I said before, there's a fantasy when it comes to having a cabin. I think for me and my brain, those thoughts come in because my mind is trying to tell me something. Like, bro, you need to slow down a little bit. You're going a little crazy. I just can't do it. Take a look at today's video. We literally woke up in an epic spot. Could have stayed there. Then we drove down the way to another epic spot where I made coffee. We could have stayed there. Then we went out to the backcountry. We could have stayed there. Then we went to town and did some grocery shopping and did some van repairs. We could have stayed there. Then I went out to another cute little town. Well, you're going to have to find out whatever happened the rest of that day in the next video. But chaos. You can imagine me sitting in the woods? Me? I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like, ugh, please make it stop. Okay, guys, see you in a few days. I'm funny. Maybe not.